Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. Defining discipline is a lifestyle, a mentality, and a brand. And within this podcast, we're going to focus on self-improvement as you follow along with me on my journey. We're also going to hear from special guests of all walks of life on this podcast and their remarkable journeys that led them to where they are today. Today is day 73 of my journey. At the beginning of the year, I challenged myself to run 365 days out of the year this year, and within that time frame, to pump out 1,250 miles. This is my second year ever running. Last year, I was able to pump out 1,000, so I really want to take that step up this year, add 25% to that. But like I said, today is day 73 in that journey. I'm pumping out roughly around 10 today, maybe a little bit more. And so I won't have the official mileage for my day, the week, the month, or the year until after this run. So right when I get done with this run, I'm going to shoot a clip and I'm going to attach it to right now. So now that I attached that clip and you know my current mileage for the day, the week, the month, and the year, let's talk about what the goals were. We already talked about the yearly goal about running every day and hitting 1250. But when I found that out, I realized in order to accomplish that, I'd have to hit just over 100 miles each month. So I decided if I'm going to do that every month, I might as well do it in honor of a different charity or fundraiser and try to raise money for those charities. In January, we raised $395 in honor of the American Cancer Society. February, we raised $95 in honor of the Detroit Black Community Food Security Network. And currently in March, so far we've raised $60 in honor of Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. If you'd like to make a donation, you can find the donation links on my personal Facebook and Instagram, as well as the Defining Discipline Facebook and Instagram stories. So on the stories, you'll see I'll post a link where you can click on it and donate. All donations that you make will go directly to the fundraiser. Nothing goes to me or Facebook. So that's a really cool aspect of it. And I know times right now are kind of tough for everyone. So if you're not able to donate a whole bunch, I get it. But whatever you're able to donate, it will mean a lot to a lot of people. So even $5 will go a long way. But that being said, in times being tough, even if you can't donate, I get it. At least share the fundraiser so other people who might have the ability to donate will be able to see it and be able to possibly make a donation to the fundraiser. Other than that, though, guys, we can kind of get into today's episode. I'm 8 miles into my run right now. I started today. It was light out. It's now dark out. I got my light on. When it's night out, you gotta get your light out, right? Alright, anyways, let's talk about it. Today is day 73. Today is March 14th. I had a big run planned for today. 13 miles this morning with some buds. Super early at Belle Isle. But I stayed up super late last night, so I didn't make it. So I kind of want to touch on that. But talk, not necessarily on that, but we're going to talk about why I didn't make it and what's going on and all that stuff. So, for a twist and turn, for today's episode, today's theme is going to be dad. And this is in honor of my dad. So, today is my dad's birthday. So, happy birthday to my dad. He's 63, still in pretty good shape. And my dad's lived in Florida for quite a bit now, so I don't get to see him as often as I'd like to. But him knowing that I'm about to have my first child and I'm about to become a dad myself, and how caught up I was and how behind I was with doing stuff, he took time out of his schedule to fly up here the past few days, and he has helped me tremendously in finishing my bathroom and getting a lot of the junk out that I needed to get out, and throwing stuff out, and just helping with a lot of the stuff that I've been putting off. And I can't thank him enough for coming up here, especially, this week. Today's his birthday. I know he wanted to see me, so I want to thank him so much for doing that. And I want to dedicate this podcast to him on his birthday, because me now going to becoming a father myself, looking back, yeah, my dad wasn't always perfect. There's things, we're all human, we all have flaws. But looking back and knowing if I could be just half as good as my dad was, I'd be an amazing father. My dad went above and beyond to make sure that I had what I needed to have, and even more. He worked his butt off. I know a lot of the times he might have been busy and wasn't able to show up to everything I needed or wanted him to show up to, but that was a lot of the times because he was out there busting his butt in order to give me the things that I wanted and needed. He always went out of his way. Anytime I wanted to learn how to play guitar, he always pushed me to follow my dreams. And he was just an amazing father throughout my life. And I'm honored and grateful to call him my father, because I know not everyone has fathers like I do. And I'm honored to have called him my father. Like I said, he's done so much for me. I wouldn't be half the man, not even a quarter of the man who I was today without him. And I'm extremely grateful for that. And like I said, I just want to make sure that I can be the best father for my daughter. And I'm going to take in the flaws that I think my dad had with me and examine them. But I'm also going to take in everything he did right for me and examine that. And I'm going to try to become the best version and best father I can be for my child, as he did for me. And he did, like I said, a killer job, and I'm grateful. Like I said, today's his birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. I don't even know if you know I'm doing the podcast. I've cut to quiet. I haven't really told anyone. I just been doing it and posting it, and he doesn't really keep up with social media or any of that stuff. So I just want to say thank you. I love you so much. And I'm so grateful that you're my father, and that you've given me everything that you've given me, and help me when you can. And I know sometimes I can be an asshole, but I'm trying to be the best son I can be, and the best son I can be from here on out. And I'm trying not to get so mad and angry when all you do is try to come and help me all the time, and you go out of your way to help me. So that's all this episode's about. Nothing too crazy or in-depth. I just wanted to talk about my dad on his birthday and honor him, and try to own up to be just as good of a father as he was for me to my daughter. And I'm super excited because I'm about to meet my daughter really, really soon. So I'm gonna probably have to be cutting some of these miles short coming up, just because any minute I could get the call when I'm out running that I got to get home and take my wife to the hospital. So we're probably going to have some short episodes and short runs coming up, guys, but I want to thank you so much for following along. It's been such a fun time and a great journey. 73 days. Today's about dads, guys. So for your daily discipline, it's to think about your dad. And like I said, I know not everyone has, the same experience with their fathers as maybe I have with mine. So maybe you don't have a good relationship, but maybe that's your daily discipline, is to think about that relationship, why it's not good, and then maybe the fact that if you become a father one day, you can learn from it, try to be the best version, and be better than the father maybe that you were given if you are in that situation. For me, like I said, I'm grateful for my father and everything that he's given me. He's went above and beyond. He's been such an amazing father, and I know not everyone gets blessed with such good parents or fathers, but I did. So again, for your daily discipline, it's to think about your dad, think about how you could be a better dad or a version of your dad, and just think about the concept of dads in general, because you are a version of your father and your mother. So just think about that, guys. Episode 73 is now in the books. Out here grinding, about to hit 9 miles, going on 10, and I'm gonna get some food in me, guys. So thanks so much for listening. If you guys can, please give the Instagram, the Facebook, the YouTube, and whatever podcast streaming platform you listen on, give it a like, support it, give it a share, let people know about it. Other than that, though, guys, just stay disciplined, get your daily discipline done for today. This is episode 73 of the Defining Discipline podcast. I'm your host, Scott. I'll see you tomorrow for episode 74. Stay disciplined. Peace out.